Plug into the big toe mound, the pinky toe mound, and heel. Engaging the glutes. Lengthening through the torso. Shoulders back and down. Pressing your palms firmly into each other. Try lowering the wrists so they're in line with the elbows. And really feel a connection between the heels of the palms. And then keep that as you reach your arms straight up, keeping the palms connected. Look them and hold. Squeeze the glutes, root down through big toe mounds and inner heels for 2. Think of lifting and lengthening for 3. 4. And 5. Arms wide as you dive forward over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift position. On the exhale, plant your hands and then step back, high plank to low plank, chaturanga. Knees can lower to modify. Breathing into up dog. Exhale from the hips, downward facing dog. And breathe there, exploring. Noticing the body and the breath. What's coming up tonight? What do you feel? What do you see? Can you fix the gaze on one spot? And invite the mind to rest firmly on the breath now. Next, inhale, lift heels. Exhale, bend knees. Use the in-breath to step or float feet to hands, halfway lift position. Exhale, curling in, empty the lungs. Inhale, heavy heels, rise up, strong legs, reach the arms up and pause. Really shrug the shoulders up to your ears and glue the palms together for 1. Contract the abs, you're strong without moving. 2. 3. 4. And the next exhale, diving forward, head to your knees can bend. Hands plant, inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, low push-up, chaturanga. Inhale, back bending. Exhale, down dog, and breathe. Focusing on that contraction of the navel inward and upward. Uddiyana Bandha light. A gentle constriction at the back of the throat so you can hear the breath. It's sort of like waves crashing on a beach. Next, inhale, heels lift. Exhale, knees bend. Step or float, feet to hands. Halfway lift, inhaling. Exhale, curling in. Heavy heels, rising up, look them. Exhale, arms down by your sides. And 1 more, a little quicker. Breathe in, reach up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, low push-up, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. And breathe. 1. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Breathe in, heels lift. Exhale, knees bend. Step or hop, feet to hands. halfway lift position. Exhale, fold and curl in. Inhale to rise up and look up. Exhale, arms down by your sides. Feet together, knees together, squat low, chair pose. Breathe in, arms reach tall. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, chin lifts. Exhale, high plank to low plank, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Step your right foot forward, warrior one. Rising up, inhale. Exhale, slow and controlled, low push-up, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Step left foot forward. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, control through the core, low push-up, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, broad collarbones. Exhale, down dog. And breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Breathe in, step feet to hands, halfway lift position. Exhale, curling in. Inhale, rise, squatting low, rise the arms. Exhale, hands down. And again, squat low, inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Step back, low push up, chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Step right foot forward, warrior one. Heavy back heel. Exhale, low push up, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Step left. Inhale, rise up. Exhaling, low push up, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog, and breathe. 1. Strong, long arms, strong, long legs. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Breathe in, step feet to hands, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, squat to chair, reach up. Exhale, arms down by your side. Inhale to step feet 3 feet apart, arms wide. Turn the right toes to the back of the mat and reach down to catch the calf or hook the big toe with your peace finger. So the hip kind of juts out a bit. Try straightening both legs if you can and look up towards your left hand. Chest opens to the side wall. Try to keep the weight even through the feet as though you're pulling the yoga mat apart. Gaze is steady on one spot. Next, in breath, lift up and reach the right arm forward. See if you can lift your left foot off the mat, keeping the hips open. Stretch through the arms for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Land the back foot gracefully. Turning the feet, left toes face the front. Reach down to hook big toe or catch the inner calf. Looking up towards the right hand. 1. Press through both big toe mounds and both heels for 3. Miss 2. 4. And 5. Breathe in to slide up. Reach your left hand forward and lift the right leg off the floor. 1. Work straightening your standing leg. 2. Opening chest towards the right for 3. When you wiggle, you smile. When you fall, you laugh. 4. And 5. Lay on the back foot. Breathe in and open wide to the side. The exhale, catch the waist. Inhale, chest lifts. Exhale, fold and catch the floor between the feet. Breathing in, rock weight into the ball of the foot. On the exhale, bend the elbows, maybe walking the hands back in between your heels. Using that leaning forward action to drop the head to the mat over time. And it might not be this 5 breath of time, it could be years and years of practice. Observing what you see behind you, upside down. You can likely still identify all the objects, but notice what you see differently. And then breathe in, lift the chest. Exhale, catch your waist. Inhale to lift the chest, shoulders back. Walk the feet in a bit. Breathe in and reach the arms out long to the sides. Interlace the fingers behind the back and stretch through the arms, lift the chest. Broad collarbones, soft knees as you hinge again at the waist. Try to bring your head down and maybe lift your arms off your back. 1. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Breathe in, rise up. Exhale completely. Inhale to reach your arms wide and then step to the front of the yoga mat. Press your fists together behind your back and draw the shoulder blades in towards each other. You can also take an upside down prayer hand or flip that prayer hand and kind of shimmy the arms up between your shoulders. A little tight today. Right foot will step back again, facing both hips facing the back of the room. Breathe in and lift the chest. I want you to think about squeezing your inner thighs together, lifting up through the pubic bone. Belly scoops in. And then the exhale, fold forward, chin towards your shin. Maybe let the head go. 1. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Inhale to lift the chest, slight bend in your right knee. Reach your arms so the biceps are by your ears. You can tuck your chin, zip up the tummy, and push off the back heel. See if you can lift your back leg off the floor. Maybe straighten your standing leg. For 1, keep reaching back. 2, think about getting longer through the torso. Arms and back leg for 3, 4. Option to bend your standing leg and tap the back foot on the floor, and then press up. Try that a couple times. So exhale to bend and tap. Inhale to lift it up. One more. Exhale, tap. Inhale to straighten. And plant your hands on the floor. Lift the left leg nice and high for standing split. And your front leg can be bent. You're just working to kick that top leg as high up the ceiling as you can. Hands can be forward for extra support. Or test the circuitry and test the balance. Walk the hands in towards the foot. Maybe one day your chin lands on your shin. Maybe not. And then with the bend in that right standing leg, land the back foot. Breathe in and open up to the side like nothing happened. Fists or prayer hands behind you, pivoting towards the left side. Breathe in and lift the chest. Exhale, folding over that front leg. So pull the mat with your left big toe mound and the right heel. Both legs straight over time. Inhale to look forward, bend into your left knee, reach the arms, so biceps by the ear, push into that left foot, lift the right foot. Stretch and lengthen both legs if you can. Lift the tummy up. Strong standing leg. Keep lengthening, keep reaching. Option to bend the standing, let the back leg tap, and then press up. Inhale. Exhale to tap. Inhale, lift up. And last one. Exhale to tap. Inhale up. Exhale, hands down. Right leg lifts high, standing split. Exploring the placement of the hands. Maybe deepening the fold. Use the next in-breath to gracefully land the back foot and lift the arms up. Good, and then step forward, mountain pose, Namaste to keep. We'll pause here for a moment. Finding the balance, steadying the breath. And then breathe in to bring the right knee out and up. Take your right hand inside the leg to catch your big toe. You might stay here or straighten the right leg forward. 1, 2, stay lifted through the chest. That's it. For 3, strong standing leg. Chest up. 4. And 5, open your leg to the right and look over the left shoulder with attitude. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Breathe in, leg to center. Exhale, catch your waist and lift the leg to hip height, straight leg. 1, lift it higher. 2, straighten the leg. For 3, 4, good, higher. And 5, let it go. Oh, good. Just remember I didn't make this step up. So breathe in, lift the left knee out and up. Hook the big toe, and you can stand here and just work that strong standing leg. Or right hand to the hip, straighten your left leg. 1, 2, super steady. 3, 4, and 5. Open left to the left. Look over the right shoulder. Attitude, chest up. 1. You wiggle, you smile. Follow you laugh, just come back in. 3, 4, 5, leg back to center, you got it. Both hands to your hips, straighten your left leg. 1, lift it nice and high. Show me how high, Emma. For 3, lift your leg up. 4, 4, nice, hold it. 4.5, and 5, let it go. Whoa. Shake it out. Good. And then we'll do a hands free. Reach the arms out. Lift your right knee up and out. And then slide the right ankle over your left leg. Option, arms stay wide for extra support, or palms touch, sink into a squat. 1, that's it. So bum really goes back. Don't be shy. Stick it out. For 3, right to the couch or bed. For 4, 5, try catching the floor with your hands and straightening your standing leg. Whoa. Yeah, then let the head go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Breathe in, chin lifts. Exhale, arms wide as you stand all the way back up. And then let it go. Same thing, other side when you're ready. Arms out nice and wide, breathe in. Exhale, lean into the right foot, lift the left knee up, and slide the ankle over the right kneecap. Breathe in. On the exhale, send your bum back, hips lower. Palms could come to touch. For 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Hands to the floor. Straighten your standing leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Breathe in, look up. Exhale, bend the standing a bit. Arms wide as you come all the way up. Exhale, release it. Step to the top of the mat, feet together. Breathe in, reach the arms up, look thumbs. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chin lifts. Exhale, step back. High push up to low push up, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Step right foot forward. Inhale to rise up, warrior 1. And then we'll lift the left heel. So getting a little bit taller through the waist. The exhale, bring hands to the heart. Wrists lining up with elbows. Press the palms together, shoulders back and down. Breathe in, and on the exhale, turn to the right. Squeezing the inner thighs together. You might even bend that left knee a bit. Option 2 is to bring your left elbow outside the right knee, keeping the palms in line with the sternum or breastbone. For 1. Coming into a twist. 2. over the right shoulder if possible for 3, 4, and 5. Look center. Plant the hands down and step back to high push-up. Left hand front center of the mat. Feet pivot back left. Reach the right arm up for side plank. Hips high. 1. Squeeze the butt and lift your hips. 2. 3. Hips a little higher for 4. That's it. Good job. And 5. Exhale. Hands down to high push-up. Lower low push-up. Chaturanga. Inhale. Up dog. Exhale. Down dog. Step your left foot forward. Warrior 1. Inhale. Rise up. Hips lift as the right heel lifts up. And then soft bend in the right knee. Hands come to the chest. So your palms are lining up together in line with elbows. Keep the thumbs in line with the breastbone. Breathe in. And as you exhale, we're turning so the back hip comes forward to twist the torso. Option to tilt. Bring the right elbow outside the left knee. Maybe walking the back foot back a bit. Deepen the twist. And strengthen up through that back leg. Last couple of breaths. You know where we're going. So use the breath to get there. Next inhale, plant your hands either side of the left foot. Step back to high plank. Right hand in the middle. Pivot the heels back to the right and lift your left arm up. Hips lift up. 1. So there should be a bit of an arch in the body for 2. Lift from the bottom armpit and the waist for 3. 4. And 5. Plant your hands in low push-up, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Step or hop forward to seated. Right leg comes in and opens. Left foot comes into a squat. Right hand just outside the right leg. Reach your left arm well past your left leg. So the arm's in between the legs. You're actually lifting up to reach past. And then thumb points down. Wrap the arm around the leg. Lean back and see if you can take the right arm also behind the back. Now, if you can't catch, you have a strap handy. You can take the strap between your arms or hands and try to walk the hands closer together over time. See if you can bring both hips to the floor. Inhale to look center. Plant your hands in front of you, and you're going to push off the squatting leg. Step both legs back. High push-up, low push-up, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Step or hop through to seated. This time, left knee opens. Right foot comes into a squat. Leaning over to the left. Reach your right arm forward, lifting your right butt cheek. Thumb points down and wrap the arm around the leg. Sit back. Plug into the right butt bone and see if you can catch your hands behind you. And also hold on to your shirt or your pants. Try to look back over that left shoulder with attitude. finding the shape and breathing there. And then looking forward, reach both hands forward. You're gonna push off the legs to lift up and then step back to high push-up. Low push-up, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Step or hop through again. Right knee opens. This time, we're gonna sit on your right foot. So your heel's kind of on one side of the bum, and then the toes are on the other side of the butt cheek. And then the left leg still comes as a squatting leg. You can do this without sitting on the foot, but this will just, having the elevation in the hips will help you turn into the twist. We're gonna twist the other way this time. Another option is to keep your right leg straight, especially if your knees are long, okay? So feel free to do that. So you're gonna lean back into the left hand and turn your torso as much as possible towards the left. So you really want the whole belly to go over. And then press your right elbow outside the knee. And then you're going to lean forward and lift the left hand off the floor. So this might be where you stay. And you squeeze the shoulders together and look back over the left shoulder. Yeah, you can also bind. So your right thumb points down, wrap the arm around the leg, and then catch it near the right hip. Then you hold the hands behind you. Whew. It's a big twist if you've had a lot of supper. So don't worry about it if it's a little too smushy. This is a great place to be. Wide arms, working the twist in the torso. So it's not always the restriction in the shoulder, which is what we originally think, but it's the restriction through the abdomen and the back, and maybe the hips, and maybe your foot. Good. And from here, so take this kind of wide arm position if you've bound, squeeze the shoulders, good, and then you're gonna bring the left elbow so it's in line with your left shoulder. Plant the hands on the floor and walk your feet together into a squat. And you're gonna bend into your elbows and see if you can lean both your stacked legs onto just the right upper arm for side crow. Whoa, so just leaning into it, the feet might not come up, or lift the chin and lift the feet up. Ha! That's it. So sometimes it's taught with your elbow, like one elbow on the bum and one elbow on the right arm, but the full pose is just the weight, the knees on one arm. So that left arm is kind of like a pushing, strengthening arm. Yeah, it's a lot of work. And it's a lot of twisting, so good work, everybody. Good, and then we'll abort the mission. So if you want to skip the flow, just sit on your bum and take a breather. If you're ready from your half crow, we're gonna spin back to the front of the mat and step back to high plank. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. And step or hop through to seated. So this time we're sitting on the left foot if you're there. If not, your left leg could be straight. And then tuck the right knee into a squat. You're gonna lift the bum up, lean back into your right hand, and big twist. So think about sending the left arm back towards your right arm. And then hook the elbow outside the knee. That's it. Press the knee in towards the elbow and lean forward, looking back. Right elbow comes into a cactus branch. You're breathing kind of into that right side rib cage, upper chest, maybe between the shoulder blades as the abdomen is compressed. Option binding, thumb points down, wrap and tuck, maybe the hands behind you. You want a little extra, you hover the bum off the foot. That's just party tricks though. And then we'll move into side crow. So I'm going to show you this way this time so that you can see where my arms are. So I do want my hands to be sort of wide, about shoulder distance. You don't need to be super in because you need the chest to work here. So a lot of the time we kind of collapse, but then we lose forward momentum when that happens. So try to keep your chest up, especially from the twist, because sometimes we twist and we stay curled in too much. So really puff up the chest. You're gonna push off that back foot, the foot on the floor, and lift the bum up. And even if you just get here, that's super awesome. So you've got your right knee on your left upper arm, and then lift both heels. So you can already feel the weight. Then you're gonna shift some more weight in that right hand, keep leaning, slide the legs together and lift. Maybe. That's it. That's it. Nice, Tasha. Good. I can see Taylor's butt, but that's about it. Looks good. Oh, good old Zoom. Good. And then when you're ready, I don't know what way you're facing, but we'll face the front of the mat and step back to high plank. And from high plank, lower down onto your belly. Interlace the fingers behind the back, point the toes. Breathe in to lift the chin and the chest. Now, if your low back's tender today, try taking your knees about mat distance and just pressing your heels together so that you feel an engagement of the low butt and your upper hamstring, and press your pubic bone into the floor. Don't over clench your bottom, just keep pressing your heels together. And then from there, you can pull the arms through and lift your chest. And don't worry about lifting your knees up. Just keep pressing the pubic bone down and pressing your heels together. And then you can exhale to come down and just pause for a moment. So option to repeat what you just did, or we'll take a bow pose, Dhanurasana. So forehead comes to the mat, bend the knees towards the bum and reach for the tops of the feet or the ankles. You can catch the feet with your head down, then you're in a good position to lift up. So the lift in this shape comes from the legs. Press the shins back, lift the knees, and let the chest come up automatically. 1. Maybe your feet touch. 2. 3. 4. People always want to come out, so we're going to stay a little longer. For 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Lower down, hands under your shoulders. Breathe into upward facing dog. Exhale, downward jumper. Step through to seated, crossing the shins and lay down onto your back for bridge pose or wheel. Feet hip distance or wider. Elbows press down to lift the shoulders and chest. Squeeze the shoulders together and then rest it back down. Chin stays lifted. Press the hands down and lift the hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Exhale, come down. Inhale, reach the arms back. Exhale completely. Inhale to lift your hips. Maybe bend the elbows, palms just over the shoulders. Press down and maybe lift up for 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more breaths for 5, 6, 7, and 8. Slowly bend the elbows, rest the head, tuck the chin, and roll down onto your back. If you want, take your feet a bit wider. Arms can stay up, and we'll just tuck the bum, press the low back in, and roll up in slow motion. And then rolling down nice and slow, articulating through the vertebrae. Even if some of the vertebrae are a little messy, just do what you can. And then cross the ankles, hug the knees in, and you can stay here or roll up into a seated forward fold. I'll show you a couple of versions. So you might bend your knees and catch your feet. And try catching the outsides of the feet, pressing your thumb just at the base of the big toes, pushing the big toe forward as you pull the pinky toes towards your face. Breathe in and lift your chest. Notice how my belly is smushed up against the thighs, and then curl forward, rounding the upper back. If that feels good and supportive for the low back, then great, just stay there. Keep pressing your big toenails forward. And also wiggle the butt back, keeping the fold. And when you start to lose the connection belly to thigh, then see if maybe you can bring it up a little bit more and keep the support. If you want to stretch a bit more through the legs, your hands can be beside your thighs and then just hinge forward, or even round the back without a fold at the waist. Try to relax the upper body, that's the main idea. Wherever you are, breathe in, straighten the arms and lift the chest. And on the exhale, with straight legs, lift your heels up if you can, squeeze the bum, and roll down nice and slow. 1 vertebrae at a time. The legs float up a bit, that's okay. Control through the abdomen. Good. And then hands beside you, shoulders under you, squeezing together. Lift your legs straight up, hands under your butt, or toes overhead, hold the waist. Supported shoulders stand. So most of the weight's in the upper arms, maybe the back a bit, and the elbows. Full shoulder stand, lift all the way up. Try to stack feet, knees, hips, and chest. And the voice becomes a bit curvy or muffled by your shirt. So if your bum's all the way on the floor, you're gonna take happy baby. If you're in the modified shoulder stand, keep one leg up and try to lower the other one. And hold it for 5 breaths, and then switch. You're in the full shoulder stand. Keep one leg straight up, squeeze that butt, and lower just one foot for 5. 1, 2, really strong lifted leg. 3, 4, 5, squeeze the bottom leg back up and switch. 1, you're an happy baby. Feel free to play around a bit, straightening legs. For 2, 3, 4, and 5. Squeeze the legs back up. And then exhale, slowly lower down 1 vertebrae at a time. You can either cross your shins or straighten the legs long. Hands slightly under the bum, lift the chest up, kind of like you're sunbathing. Lift up the heart, and then let the head go back, or you walk your bum up your forearms, resting the head down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Slowly press into the elbows, tuck the chin, and lie down onto your back. Pause there for a breath. Now, we'll all roll up to seated. If you want to take a moment and do your headstand, go for it. Cross your ankles, plant the hands forward, and lower to your forearms. I think most of you probably do, so we'll go for it. Holding opposite elbows to make sure the elbows are in line with your shoulders. And then interlace the fingers, open the palms, and tuck one pinky in front of the other so that the weight is even on both sides of the hand. And then we'll curl the toes, lift your bum, and just keep your head off the floor for this moment. And let the shoulders come past the elbows. And then tuck the head. So the top of the head presses down. So you're in kind of like a forearm down dog. Try walking the feet in and lift one foot off the floor. Knee tucks in towards you. And try floating the other leg straight up. Keep one knee in. 1, 2. Press into your elbows and lift from your shoulders for 3, 4, and 5. Lower the foot closest to the floor first, and then we'll switch. You can take a break for a second if you want, and come back to that dolphin position. Forearm downward dog. And then shoulders past the elbows, head tucks, chin tucks. Left knee comes in. And then you're pushing off the right toes. 1. Maybe both legs straighten, or you could hold it for 2. Keep trying if you want. I know it's hard. 4. And 5. Whew. Good. And then we'll come to seated, or child's pose if you've been up. Good. Take a breather. You can keep playing if you want. Yes. One leg straight up. Oh, this is why we need in-studio classes. Good. And then from child's pose, we'll go through one vinyasa all the way into shavasana. So from child's pose, step back to high plank. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. And step or hop through the seated. Lie down and relax. Big sigh of relief once you get there. Remember, you're muted. That was a tough one. Breathe deep into the belly, expanding the belly, the obliques, the low back. Breathing all the way into the base of the hips, base of the pelvis. Take a nice, long, slow inhale breath. An even longer exhale. Long, slow inhale. An even longer exhale. Before starting to wake back up, set an intention for the rest of your week. When you're ready, take your time, start to find movement, toes, fingers, ankles, wrists. Stretch the arms over the head, point the feet, stretching and lengthening, as if to stretch for the first time today. A big sigh to relax. Slowly bend your knees, shift the hips to one side, and come up to seated. Cross the ankles, hands rest at the chest. Bow the chin. Full breath in for you. Full breath out. Full breath in for someone you care for. And a full breath out for that person. Take a full breath for the people you shared your practice with. breath out for your neighbors. Smiling into your brain. Namaste. Thank you all for practicing with me.
Thanks, Barb.
Thank you.
Barb, have a good night.
Thanks, Kathy.